But I want to welcome everybody to my channel, The Candy Shop. I am so excited. The Candy Shop. So this is my story time, The Candy Shop. But I want to welcome everybody to my channel, The Candy Shop. I am so excited. The Candy Shop. So this is my story time, The Candy Shop. Okay, my theme song just looped twice, and I don't know what that was about, but I want to say hello, everybody, and welcome to the Candy Shop. I am Candace, and this is actually Mimosa Monday for me. Usually I do a panel with another young lady. She can't be with me tonight because she's in school, but I had to go live tonight. I just saw a couple of different lives. Some things were said, and I want to discuss. I have to discuss it, and this will be saved to my channel anyway. So if you don't catch this live right now, that's okay. First of all, I want to thank say hello to all my new subbies. Welcome to my channel. I'm glad that you're excited to come and join my channel and see what I talk about. But let's get into it with this Monica situation. Now, a few days ago, I said that I was done talking about it because I just feel like it's beating a dead horse. But baby, as they say in Louisiana, some stuff went down, and keyword Louisiana. I was watching Nosy Whole Live. She's a new YouTube. Well, she's not a new YouTuber, but I'm new to her channel. I was watching her live a few minutes ago, and Miss Marcella was on there telling it all. Now, if y'all follow Nosy Ho, she's had a series called Unmasking the Avatar. She had a part 1. Tonight was part 2, and tomorrow will be part 3. And so she's been speculating who she thinks Monica may be. And she's getting closer and closer and closer. And I'll say this, coming out of my mouth, I don't think it's Monica Sauls. With Marcella being on there, Marcella said she was served a cease and desist from Monica. Her and the other panelists, they were served tonight. And so she's getting her lawyers ready to serve Monica with a cease and desist as well. But Nosy Ho Live asked her, which Monica that she's shown on her show does she think it is? So if you guys follow Nosy Ho Live, be sure to check her channel out, because I'm not gonna say who. Allegedly, I'll just say they're saying it's Beefy Monica. If you've been following her, it's this Beefy Monica lady. And I'm sorry that I'm smiling, because it was funny to me. All the tea that was dropped in just those few little minutes was just crazy to me, because I will say this, I'm a person that likes mysteries and scandals and all that. And it was sad. The situation, how it initially started, was sad. But the fact that people are finding out who this avatar is not sad to me. It's just, when you look at the situation from beginning to end, and even look at her channel and how she manipulated these people, who they think it is adds up. This is a person that allegedly, this is a person that wanted to hide behind the cameras. I don't want to say too much, because I'm a very, very small YouTube channel, and I don't want any YouTube strikes against me. But what I heard tonight, I believe what they said on that Nosy Ho Live show, allegedly. I believe, though, that they are correct, who they think it is, this alleged Beefy Monica. If you guys follow her LinkedIn, all of this was said on that show. From watch part 1 and part 2. But looking at this lady, like I said before, it definitely makes sense. She manipulated things. The lady is not someone you would imagine in the front of the camera. I'm going to try to keep it as nice as possible. I don't want to bash anybody. I don't want to talk bad about anybody. But realistically, when you think of somebody in front of the camera that's knows these celebrity stars and knows all this, that, and the other, or has these connections, you don't imagine this lady. So it never made sense to me that she had all these connections, but it was only an avatar or whatever. So I'm definitely believing it. For her to have this nighttime panel and play with people's lives and all of that, this is a lady that is very bored with her regular life. And the lady that they think it is retired from whatever industry she was in before. She was allegedly she was a newscaster many years ago. She's no longer a newscaster. So this lady has time to sit up on here, tell these stories and trash all these stars and manipulate people that come on her show. So I definitely do believe that it's the lady that they're saying on Nosy Hole Live. I'm not going to say her name, but if y'all have seen it in the name, it's been thrown out there a lot. It's not Monica Sauls. I don't think it's Monica Sauls, but it's this other name that they keep saying. Allegedly Monica Allen. I'll say that. Allegedly Monica Allen. So it makes sense though. And then I started watching Plez's, not Plez. I get there. Here I go, mixing up names. I started watching Schoolboy. She's currently on a live right now, and she's trying to tell her side. I don't know whether or not to believe her side. She's saying that she did leave the panel on her own. She was manipulated just like everybody else, which is true. And they're saying that she was too old to be manipulated. I can understand if you're only dealing with one person. First of all, if you're crazy enough to follow this person and not know what they look like, I can believe that you can be manipulated by them. I'm not gonna lie. So I believe that, but she played a part in what went down when Plez left. Certain people played key parts, just like Marcella. As much as I like Marcella, she is real, but she played a part as well. And I did see where she laughed at Plez back during that original live. So she played her part. I'm glad that Marcella is still coming out with it now, and she don't care. She don't care what happened. She's given out a lot of information, and it's more than any of the other panelists have given out, and I like that. So I have people coming in and out. I'm gonna try to stay on for as long as I can. Like I said, this is my Mimosa Monday. I'm not drinking a mimosa. I'm gonna take a sip of my wine. But I want to know what some of y'all think about all of the allegations out there. I guess my thing is I'm over the story of Monica. I know she went live today. I refuse to watch it. I did hear that she had the Wiley Show guy on there who, like I said, he's weird to me anyway. He's not somebody that I would want to be associated with, but he was apparently on her show. So I don't give a damn about what's going on with Monica's show right now. What I want to know is who the hell is Monica? So that I will talk all day and go back and forth all day about that, because that's what I want to find out. Who is this Monica that is the puppet master with all these people? Because that's what it seems like she's doing. And then nobody has seen her. The only person that I think actually knows who Monica is Tasha K. And usually Tasha K will expose people and put stuff out there, but clearly Monica hasn't crossed the line with her yet, so she has no reason to expose her. But I feel Tasha K does know who she is. On the Nosy Hole live show, Marcella also says she put together 2 and 2 of who she was, and I believe what Marcella is saying as well. So yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy out here in these YouTube streets, and I didn't know it was this deep. Like I come on here from time to time. I do these lives, and usually it's a panel, but I did not know that it was that like serious, like all the stuff that's going on. But yeah, I do want to know y'all thoughts on who y'all think Monica is. Let me know if you watch Nosy Hole Live. I wanted to credit her because she's the person that put this out here. She's the only channel that I've seen actually talk about this. So I want to know what you guys think of it. And hi, Empathetic Starseed. Greetings. Yes. Tell me, so what do y'all think? Do y'all think that if y'all watched the Nosy Hole Live, I'm going to keep saying her name because I don't want her to strike me either. If y'all watched her show, and tell me what you think. Do you guys think that is who they think it is? Is it allegedly Beefy Monica? And I'm sorry, the fact that they call this lady Beefy Monica is hilarious to me. And I don't mean to laugh, but I'm sorry. It's funny. But do y'all think that it's Beefy Monica? Tell me what y'all think about that. Also, be sure to comment, like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I don't know if I said that in the beginning because I was so into wanting to talk about this tea, because to me this is some deep tea. All about the tea has become the definitely the deep tea with finding out who this lady is. But it adds up. Like I said before, I don't think it's Monica Sauls at all. I don't think it's her. And yes, it is hard to say who it is. They all have some of the same qualities. Yes, they do. They definitely do have some of the same qualities. The only thing I'm going to tell you the reasons why I don't think it's Monica Sauls. The fact that she has this full-time job at Bojangles, that is a lot of work, and she just got it in September. From when I looked at it, she just got the position in September. She's like the chief people officer at Bojangles. It just doesn't add up to her having the time to actually be on the live like for 3 hours every night. I just don't see her being able to do that. Oh, I have a fly in here and I'm sorry. I don't see her being able to do that. She also has only 3 children, and they're young children at that. And listening to Monica talk on her show, I always assumed her kids were a little older and like teenager age. And I know she says she has 4 children. I don't know how much of what we can believe is Monica, but she says she had 4 children. The Monica Sauls lady only has 3. And then, yes, their voices sound similar, but some people have said that Monica is using a voice changer. I don't know. That's a lot of work to put into something using a voice changer. Yep, true. Having a full-time job and doing a live is a lot. Yeah, because I like for myself, and I could just use myself as an example. I have a full-time job. I have 3 children, a husband, and responsibilities outside of here. And usually when I do a live, it's probably once a week, and it's for no longer than 2 hours. And like, since I've been doing these recordings, it's easier actually to do a recording. I only do like 10 minutes. So that's nothing. But to sit up on there, Monica and that panel sit up on there for 3 to 4, almost 4 hours, and then sometimes do an after dark, which is crazy to me. It's like, how are you getting up and doing your corporate job at Bojangles if you're on live every night? You got all these other people contacting you. You got to collect the super chats. You got to get the text. Like, I just don't believe it. Another thing that they said on the Nosy Ho Live that Marcella said, I'm going to say Auntie Marcella said that this Monica does live in the boot. Allegedly, she lives in the boot, Louisiana. So the Monica Sauls lady, I believe, lives in North Carolina. So, exactly empathetic. When does she sleep? Because it's like, damn, she's always. I wonder when does the real Monica sleep? Because if you think about it, when I used to watch her, she would have sometimes a daytime panel and the nighttime panel. And it's like, how is she working if she got all these panels? So I don't think it's Monica Sauls. You can't have a corporate job like that and manage a YouTube channel. Like, it's no point, especially being that high up at Bojangles. I don't think it's possible. Now, going to the beefy Monica, from what we know, I know allegedly when I looked at her LinkedIn, she works and she's a part of the Hilton Hotels. Yep, the Monica Sauls, I believe, is in North Carolina. But the beefy Monica worked for the Hilton Hotels last. She came on she emailed Nosy Ho Live and told her that her LinkedIn page is from 15 years ago. So I assume that the beefy Monica is not working. And she has the time. She has the time to do it. It just, to me, it adds up. And what added insult to injury is this email that she sent Nosy Ho Live. And you guys, like I said before, yes, beefy Monica was very upset. Like, she said doxing. And with me I'm new to YouTube. Like, I've been on YouTube since 2007, but I didn't start actually having a channel and growing subscribers until just last year, October. So all this doxing and all that, I had to look that up. But she mentioned doxing. She talked about what Nosy Ho Live was doing was going against the code of conduct for YouTube. For this lady to not be associated with YouTube, she used a lot of terms as if she is a YouTuber. And that was so crazy. And like Empathetic said, she was very, very mad at how she came at her, very aggressive. And she said that she was a subscriber of Nosy. Did you catch that in the beginning? She said she was a subscriber of her, which is crazy. And then Nosy was saying that she took down her picture or whatever. Yep, she was using the correct terminology. Because like I said, I didn't even know what doxing was. I had to look that up. But Nosy says she took down her LinkedIn picture. When I go to her LinkedIn, I see it. So I'm assuming, what if she blocked Nosy after she saw that live? I wanted to say that in her comments, but I just be watching. Maybe I'll send a super chat and be like, hey, do you think she just blocked you on LinkedIn? Because I do believe you have the capability to do that. And it was like she immediately blocked her. Like I said, I can still go and see the lady's picture. It's still up there. But Nosy was saying she can't see it. So she might have blocked her. And the fact that she was watching, I agree with Nosy. Why would this older lady be watching her channel? It just doesn't make any sense unless it is the actual Monica All About the Tea. That's the only sense it makes to me. I just don't understand why this Monica would be watching if she's well established, like her LinkedIn page says. If she, it's too many coincidences to her. And a part of me didn't want it to be beefy Monica. And I'm gonna be low-key shady. I didn't want it to be her because of what she looks like, but it's too many things adding up to it being her. It's like no denying. It's starting to add up where it's too much coming out. And I can't wait until part 3. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm a commentator, I'm a YouTuber, or I watch just like y'all do. Like we all are here. Yes. We all are here. And it's like, I can't wait for part 3 tomorrow, because I think she gonna really be exposed. And hopefully the beefy Monica don't get mad. Allegedly, like I said, it's allegedly, I think it's beefy Monica. I don't want to get in trouble in these YouTube streets. Like I'm new. So I'm just trying to get in where I fit in. I have a good time chopping it up, shooting the shit, just like, excuse my language, shooting the breeze, just like everybody else. So yes, child. I was blown when Marcella came on that show. I'm not gonna lie. And yeah, she dropped that tea. I was kind of scared for Auntie Marcella. And then a part of me, now I will say this, I'm gonna play the devil's advocate, as they said. I hate when people say that though. But what if Marcella came on that show to get us to think it was the lady and to sway us from thinking it was the real Monica? A part of me did think that too. So I'm not, like I said, empathetic. You said, I want to know, just because she is so messy in a bad way, if she didn't behave the way she did, no one would care what she looks like. Exactly. I want to know. Like I said, I'm done watching the show because it's trash. It is trash. And I heard she had Wiley on there, and I refused to watch him. I saw him one time and I was over it. But Shantae Marcella was on Nosy Hole Live. She was just live, literally probably 15, 20 minutes ago. She was on there towards the end of the show. She talked about how Monica has sent all of the old panel members cease and desist. Marcella talked about how she's getting her lawyer ready and she's about to send Monica a cease and desist. Nosy Hole Live asked her, who does she think it is? And she said, your people in your comments have already said who it was. And basically it boils down to beefy Monica, allegedly. Yeah, I watched when she went live a few days ago, and she had that doctor on there as one of her panelists. I started watching, and after that, I actually did cancel my membership, all of that. I think I am still subscribed, but I'm not a member. So I can't comment on her stuff or anything like that. Yes, and Shantae, yes, she revealed that it was the beefy. She said, who is beefy Monica? You got to go to Nosy Hole Live. I don't want to say it on my show because, like I said, my channel is so small and I can't afford to I just started. I can't afford for them to delete me. Marcella says she never seen her on Kempire. No, Marcella, basically, so this is what Marcella said, Shantae. She said her and So Debonair started putting 2 and 2 together. They started piecing things together, and they have a good idea of who they think it is. Allegedly, she lives in Louisiana. Allegedly, she some of her family members or someone, I guess I have to catch this part of the preview of Nosy Hole Live's, her show again, or her live again. Basically, some of the family members mentioned something, and then Marcella, when Nosy Ho Live was asking her what way the doctor was a part of one of her topics. She's a mistress. Yeah, I know. She's the binder lady. But when Marcella was asking, no, when Nosy Ho Live was asking Marcella who she thought it was after she says people have commented, and she said, is it Beefy? Blink if it's the Beefy Monica. She started blinking. It just adds up. Yeah, they investigated. Y'all gonna have to catch that live. Nosy Ho Live. I meant to put her link in my stuff, but make sure you follow her. Name is Nosy Ho Live. Ho is spelled Heaux. I think that's how she spells it. But yeah, it's getting crazy. And if you've watched her other ones talk about the Beefy Monica, allegedly, I'm gonna keep saying allegedly this whole show. I'm gonna keep saying it, but all of it adds up. And Shantae, I seen her channel on my stroll. Yeah. And the Beefy Monica emailed Nosy Ho Live and was very mad at her, like real aggressive with her. So you have to see it. In the email, I just mentioned this a few minutes ago. In the email, she used a lot of YouTube terms. She said she was a subscriber of Nosy Ho Live, and that she shouldn't be doxing her. She is going against YouTube code and conduct, all of that. She used a lot of terms that YouTubers used. For this lady to not be Monica, she sure did come at her very hard and aggressive, and then she's going to say that she's owed an apology. No. Yeah, so I cannot wait to see how it unfolds. Oh, doing her usual Beefy Monica. Exactly. All her movements, this Beefy Monica is lining up with Monica the Avatar. It's lining up with Avatar, I'll say that. And her name allegedly is Monica Allen. And I know if you guys saw the other, look at this fly flying around, if y'all saw the other live that Nosy Ho Live did, she showed where on one of Monica's interviews, when it went to her while she was talking or whatever, she put up her name by mistake and then switched it to the avatar. And so the name showed Monica Allen. That's where the Monica Allen comes from. And yep, it is a hot mess. Everything. I'm going to go back and finish watching. Yes, I want to watch the live that Schoolboy is on. The only thing about that, the live that she's doing right now with the girls, right now I don't have any sympathy for her. I don't know. At first I did when I saw her on the Bishop's channel, but I actually don't have any sympathy for Schoolboy because she's answering kind of with attitude. But then again, the panelists do kind of sound a little snippy at her. They getting her with the questions. But I don't have any sympathy for her. Yeah. And excuse my nails, I need to get them done. Yes. I thought she was taking a break too, but no, her YouTube channel is back. Her IG is back. She is back on there. She's not taking a break. I think she wanted it to blow over, and she feels like it did when she made her peace with the bishop. Oh, she was back in business. That's what it seemed like. Yeah, Schoolboy is very messy, and she's saying how she believed the stuff that Monica was saying to her about the panelists. She basically said the avatar was telling her that everybody was jealous of her, which some of it doesn't make sense. I don't know. It just don't make sense. And Schoolboy is lost. She is a follower. I think she was in love with Monica. I think Monica might have manipulated her, but a lot of that was Schoolboy and her ego herself. Like, I really feel like she was jealous of Plez's channel monetized before hers, and so she was jealous. If you listen to the Bishop's, one of his lives, he talked about how Schoolboy thought she was the guru of YouTube. So I just don't feel like Monica did that much manipulation. Like, a part of it was you, ma'am. That's how I feel. Like a part of it was Schoolboy. Yep. She is getting tips from Tasha. Tasha's a pro at being in some mess. Oh, hell yeah, she is. Shantae said, well, she believed it because she is a weak woman. She's very weak. But I think she's definitely lost. I know she believed it, but like I said, I still feel like it was her. Part of it was Schoolboy's ego as well. Like everybody played a part. The only innocent person to me that really always kept it all the way 100 to me on that channel was Ples, because you could even see in some of the old, like some of their old lives, her face when people would talk, like she was always the voice of reason. And if you right when I clicked off of Schoolboys Live with them ladies, Marcella had commented saying she was the drunk auntie. Everybody played their part. I played my part. She made that comment about it. So to me, everybody did play a part. Yeah, Ples was too strong. Yep, she was too strong. Ples was great. Yeah, and it was only a matter of time before she left. I really feel like, ooh, think about this. If it is allegedly beefy Monica, and you know Ples is a BBW, she's very attractive, pretty girl. That opens up the floor for beefy Monica actually being jealous of Ples. Ples is younger and, like I said, attractive. She's an attorney. She has it together. So yeah, I didn't think about that. That puts a new angle on it. I just thought about that because all this time I have been saying I didn't think Monica was jealous of Ples. I just thought really Monica was a narcissist and it was her ego. But no, when you think about it, she was. We know she ugly. Yes. I knew what you were saying. Yes. Yeah. This is crazy. Very crazy. It has me thinking. It has me really thinking. I'm thinking, what's next? What's to come next? Beefy Monica, allegedly, I'm gonna start calling her allegedly Beefy Monica. Allegedly Beefy Monica, I think she's gonna fold. Something is gonna happen because Nosy Ho is on to her real bad. Empathetic said Monica got offended when Ples did not indulge in trashing everyone all the time. Yeah, I noticed that. That's what Monica wanted, because Monica, to me, if it is this alleged beefy Monica, she's insecure. And so she's somebody said it on another show. She's basically living through this fake avatar. She gets to be the mean girl that she wants to be. She gets to be the girl that bullied her. Like, that's what it seems like. She could be whoever she want to be on here. And so she wants to be the mean girl. She wants a you can't sit with us vibe, because that's what that panel was feeling like as the time went on. Shantae said, what's shocking is that she turned on them so fast. Sure did, because it was fake. It was very fake. Nosy Ho is on the move. Yes, Nosy Ho is definitely on the move. Like, I literally check my YouTube. I'll be at work checking my YouTube. Like, is she finna post something? Because I'm trying to see if she got it. But no, Nosy Ho is on to her. Going back to Monica, that panel was turning into the mean girls, and everybody had to agree with her. And I hate seeing lives or shows like that. It's okay to disagree with people. Like, the one thing I do on my channel, because I do a lot of panels, we go back and forth. I feel like that creates good content. I don't want people on my show that's going to agree with me, because what's the point of them being on my show? I want different perspectives on different topics, or on the same topic. I like to hear different perspectives, and it's okay to disagree. But Monica wanted to just sit here and talk about people all the time. Shantae, she was supposed to do a fake apology at least, and when she took the baton and went wild. Yeah, she definitely did. Yes, I feel like she didn't apologize. Monica didn't apologize at all. She owes all of them an apology for what she did. Excuse me. She owes all of them an apology, but it's not gonna come. It's not gonna come, because if she apologizes, she's gonna have to admit to some wrongdoing, and it's her ego. And if she admits to wrongdoing, what else is she gonna have to admit to? Showing who she really is. So, but I'm gonna get off here. This was fun. I want to go back to the other lives. I'm about to end this now. I might do a longer one in a few days, but I want to thank Shantae and Empathetic for commenting and having this conversation with me, right? Yes, different perspectives brings texture to the panel and draws you into different outlooks. Exactly. But yeah, I want to thank you all for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I usually talk about, I do hot topics, and then I also talk about issues for Black women. I do talk about a lot of Black women empowerment as well. Yes, go watch Nosy Ho. But thank you guys. I hope you all have a good night. I might see y'all tomorrow because this was fun. Bye-bye.